What's up, traders? Price action is all about understanding the hidden meaning. Imagine that you are in a country such as in China or somewhere you don't know the language, and you are told to read the newspaper and find out what's happening in the country. Can you do that? It's not possible, right? Similarly, when we look at the price action, look at the chart, try to understand what's happening in the market. If we don't know what this price action mean, what this candlestick is bringing to us, we can't understand. And that is the one of the biggest reason traders lose money. They don't know what the meaning of these price actions. So in this video, I will give you a 5 secret and hidden price actions that you need to decode to trade it with a high profitability. This is going to be a special video, so make sure you stick till the end to know what are these, and I'll give you a clear idea how you can trade them. Before I begin, make sure you smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't done yet. This is Forex Wizard from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. With that said, let's get started. Okay, so the first secret of price action is when you see a reversal pattern. Could be a head and shoulder, could be a double top, double bottom, any kind of reversal pattern in the market like this one here, okay, a head and shoulder, and then break out from this reversal pattern, and the price went back to the same reversal pattern, tested the neckline of this reversal and created a price action, a rejection candle, could be a bearish engulfer, pin bar, anything like that. That's a sell signal. This is the first secret of reversal that you need to know as a trader. Now let me give you quite a few examples. What do I mean by this? Now look at this price action here, British pound US dollar. What you see that there is a nice looking head and shoulder. You can see this is a clearly defined head and shoulder has been formed in this important level of resistance. And after this head and shoulder, what you have seen with this green candle, the price tested this neckline of this head and shoulder, this previous support here. You can see that this is the support here, okay, and support here, tested as a resistance with this green candle, and then what we have seen that a rejection to the downside, which is the meaning of this head and shoulder, and the rejection from this previous support as a resistance, meaning that the price is reversing. This is the first secret you need to know. When you see a head and shoulder, a double top, double bottom, and the price breakout from this head and shoulder, tested this neckline as a support or resistance, it's a sign of reversal. Now let me show you quite a few examples. The same thing here, you can see that there is a double bottom here. You see this is a clearly defined double bottom, and then the price breakout from this double bottom, tested with this long red candle. You see this is the neckline of this double bottom. If you draw this neckline, this is resistance here from this double bottom, and then with this red candle the price tested this previous resistance as support, and what we see, the price started to push up. That's the sign of reversal. That means the price reversed from here, started its temporary downtrend, started to the uptrend. So this is the first secret you need to know in the market. Now let's look at the second secret of price action. Okay, so the second hidden meaning of price action is when you see a market is consolidating, okay, like that, consolidating, probably in a sideway, but at the same time creating a series of lower high. So you see that the price is creating a series of lower high, okay, and then if you see that this market, the global trend is down, that's a sign of breakdown, and that could be a stronger breakdown. Now if it is an uptrending market, the story will be the other way around. So if you see that a market is consolidating like this, okay, creating a series of higher low, all right, and the global trend is up. This is a sign that this market will break to the upside. Okay, simple. Now let's see quite a few examples of this meaning. Now look at this price action on GBP JPY. Look at this zone here. You see the price was consolidating for a very long period of time. Comparing this time frame, we see that in this zone the price was creating series of lower high. You see the price was creating series of lower high but consolidating in a sideway but creating a series of lower high. At some point what we have seen, a strong breakdown, simple. And the trend, if you see that the trend is down, we see there was a previously also breakdown and then retracement and then consolidating, creating a series of lower high. So what we have seen, finally a breakdown. Now let's look at some more examples like this. Now look at this example on gold. The same thing. What we see, the price was creating a series of lower high. Every time the price was creating a series of lower high, and then from this resistance we have seen that the price finally strongly has broken to the downside. So this is a sign of strong breakdown, and the price did exactly as it is. As you can see that in my analysis in this gold, this is what I predicted and it worked out same as expected. So when you know this kind of meaning, it becomes very easier for you to predict the market so that you can find the high probability trade setup. So let's see in an uptrending market. Now the same thing you can see, this is dollar yen, and what happened, look at this here. The price was consolidating, okay, in a sideways market, but every time the price was creating a series of higher low. If you closely look at it, you will see that the price was creating in most cases series of higher low. So that's a sign of breakup, and the price did exactly, we have seen the price break out of this resistance and then started to move up. Secret of price action that you need to know to predict the market with a high probability. Now let's look at the third hidden meaning of price action that you need to know. Okay, so the third meaning that you need to decode is when you see a candle, okay, in any time frame, especially a higher time frame is better. If you see a candle hit an important level, could be a monthly, daily support or resistance. If it hits with a big long body and almost no wick at the top or at the bottom, that is a sign of false breakout. Again, if you see a long big giant candle hitting an important level of support or resistance with a long body, opposite direction of the trend, keep in mind, if it is opposite direction of that means that, let's say if the trend is down, the global trend is down, but the price hit on the other direction of the trend an important level with a long candle, that's a sign of false breakout. You might see that the price straight reversed from this zone. So let me show you now a couple of examples. What do I mean by this? Okay guys, so let's look at this example on gold. Gold does this all the time, over and over again. Now look at this gold market. This is intraday or 4-hour time frame, and you can see that, look at this candlestick here, this green candle. It's a long giant candle hitting this resistance. This is the resistance, important level of resistance with this long candle, and the global trend on gold is down. You can see that this is a downtrending market. So two confluence, when you see a strong downtrend and the price hitting on the opposite direction of the trend with a big long candle, it's a sign of false breakout, and that is what exactly happened. You can see that after a little bit of fake out, straight back with a bearish engulfer, and from this zone we have seen a big drop on gold. You can see this over and over happening in the market. If you pay attention, you will find many trades that the market is doing the same thing over and over again. So I can show you many other examples in other instrument as well. You can find in all time frame, even 5 minutes, 15 minutes, everywhere you will find this kind of fake move. You see, this is the GBP JPY daily time frame, and you can see that there is an important level of resistance. You see, if you look at the past, this is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and that resistance hit by this big long giant red candle, and the next one immediately started to push up, and from here you see what big move happened to the upside. So this is a very important, and always keep in mind that this hit, that important level has to hit and has to be opposite direction of the trend. If it is in the direction of the trend, you may not predict it as a false breakout. The trend for this GBP JPY is to the up, the global trend, and we saw that this breakdown happened on the opposite direction with a long candle, and immediately we have seen a reversal. So this is the third secret. What is the fourth meaning of price action that you need to decode? Because the fourth hidden secret that you need to decode is when you see a market is consolidating, as we mentioned previously, consolidating and creating a series of lower high, and then has a strong breakdown. Now if you see that the market broke down with a stronger candles, a bigger candles, and then followed by smaller retracement. Okay, so again, when you see a consolidation and a strong breakdown followed by smaller candle to the upside, that's a sign of another breakdown. Okay, that means the continuation to the downside. Similarly, if you see an uptrend, let's say like this, that the price was creating a series of higher low and consolidating, and then broke to the upside, okay, strong breakout followed by slower candles creating in comparison with the candle that has to the breakup, that is a sign of further continuation to the upside. So let's see a couple of examples on this. Now look at this one here, British pound US dollar. You can see that the price was consolidating for a certain period of time, creating a series of lower high on this level of support. You can see that this is a level of support, and finally what happened, the price break out from this level of support. It's a strong breakout, right? Now when you see this kind of breakout, strong breakout followed by, you see the smaller candle is being created. This is smaller candle, smaller retracement, and then what happened, you saw the price have another breakdown. Okay, so it's a continuation pattern, and followed by again what you can see, that the price was creating a smaller candles. You can see this is a smaller candle, and then again what you have seen, the continuation to the downside. So always you need to compare with the breakout or breakdown candle with the one that is retracing. So if you see the smaller candle is being created on the retracement or to the upside, then downside, that means that it will continue to drop again. Now let's look at some in bullish market. Can you see the same thing here? You can see there is a head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder, and the price strongly break out, okay, to the upside, followed by, look at this, smaller candles is being created, smaller retracement, sign that it will go up again, and the price did exactly. So that's the sign of further continuation. So let's see the fifth hidden secret that you need to decode in price action. So the fifth secret that you need to decode in price action is that when you see an element of false breakout or a fake move in the price action, that is an indication of a bigger move to the direction of false breakout. What do I mean by this? Let's say you have a resistance here, okay, the price was creating a series of lower high, and suddenly one candle broke this resistance, created a fake move, and then came back down again to the resistance. Okay, so when you see this kind of fake move in a series of lower high, one fake move, that is a sign of the price is preparing for a bigger move to the downside. Okay, so let me show you a couple of examples. It's same with bullish or bearish market, but that let me show you a couple of examples so you know that what I mean by this. Now look at this. This is the gold chart as I discussed before. So what do you see? That gold was moving along this trend line, and look at the price action. What happened? There is a breakdown and then followed by this consolidation and deceleration. Suddenly look at this one candle that has crossed all this high here, okay, and then immediately came back down, closed in this channel again. So that's a sign of a bigger move to the downside. Okay, when you see this kind of price action, it's a high probability that the price will break down, and that is what happens. So these things that you need to pay attention when you are trading, that what happened in the past, what kind of price action it has created. Now if you look at the lower price action, the same thing. You see there is again gold has created this channel, this downward channel, and did the same. You see there is one candle, crossed all these candle, grabbed the liquidity and then came back to the range again. The same thing it did here also, created an unusual candle to the upside, broke all this resistance, and then immediately started to drop. The reason is a sign of strong movement is because when people are trading, there is a lot of stop loss in this zone. So this one candle, what did it hit the stop loss, all the sellers turn to buyer, because when you are selling, your stop loss is a buy order. Okay, so when they buy, okay, so you are a seller but you are forced to be a buyer, so they sold on to you and you are a buyer, so they have a lot of liquidity. Now the price is easily can be moved, and that's how you have to decode the secret meaning of price action to find the high probability trade setup. I sincerely believe that this important video was helpful to you. If you find value in it, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to drop a comment below if you have any questions. Even if you don't have a question, drop a comment below to help this video. And at the same time, don't forget to watch these two videos. You can see these two videos can change your trading pattern. With that said, I'll see you soon in my next video.